Good afternoon. This is episode 3 of the Harry Potter the Burrow build series, and in this episode we're going to build packs 4 and 5 within the Burrow Harry Potter set. Now, in the first 2 episodes, we've already built some of the outside of the burrow, namely the pig barn with Molly Weasley up front and center, and also 2 piglets within the barn, as well as some flowers, some vegetation therein, and the gorgeous light green watering can. In the second episode, we've built the base of the burrow with some parts of the kitchen and the magical dishwasher 3000. Automatic, no human intervention needed, as well as we've built some of the outside of the burrow with some nice bluish windows and the suspicious slash magical horn with the unidentified origin. I'm still not sure what this is for, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out in the coming episodes. So with that said, pack 4 within the Burrow build series going in. And as usual, I'm gonna give you guys a quick peek as to what's in the envelope, in the paper container, and I can already see a fusilli pasta shape with this nice deep green color. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be for a moving part, I guess. So giving you guys one more peek within the pack. And I'm just going to put aside what we've built in episodes 1 and 2. Because as said in the previous episodes, we have a different setup within the Burrow series, because we have the booklet on the left and we're going to have the bricks on the right to ensure optimal viewability and angles for you guys. I'm just trying to get out the smaller bricks as well. Correct. Pack emptiness confirmed. And as usual, we have a mini sub pack within pack number 4 with the smaller bricks. We're gonna rip that open as well. Making sure that we get all of the small bricks out as well. Here's the last cheeky one. Pack emptiness confirmed once again. And I'm just gonna arrange things a bit while ensuring that you guys have a proper view. So booklet on the left, bricks on the right, and with that, pack number 4 going in, and we're gonna start with the one and only Harry Potter. He's wearing a reddish sweater slash polo, no, I believe it's a polo shirt. So that's his torso. We're gonna add his head. His face is displaying a slight surprise slash happiness, and on the back, he's looking worn out, post-war, PTSD-like face with a broken glass and with some bruises thereon, and of course, the legendary scar. I'm not sure if you guys can see it as well, but it's there on both sides. So we're gonna go with the happy side this time around. And we're going to look for Harry's legs, which are right there. And this time around, they're static legs, because here's another Harry Potter from the Flying for the Anglia set. And no, those legs were fixed as well. Interesting, because with some minifigures, their legs are movable, but with others, they're not. So that's interesting, you know, the left and the right leg being separately movable, but not this time around. And finally, let's search for the glorious Harry Potter hair with its usual messiness, and of course with the practical hole slash space through which we can see the scar at all times. So that's a nice touch. The fringe always leaves space, for the scar to be seen. So that's Harry done. Now let's start building some architecture, some house material. I'm just gonna place Harry right there, why not? For you guys to see. So we're gonna start with the light brown slash cappuccino 1x1. And we're going to place that on top of a 1x2 brick with the pinhole at the center. And we're going to add one more 1x1 on the top. No, that's correct. Okay. So as within this booklet, the new bricks to be added are highlighted with a green color. So here we're supposed to add 3 bricks, right? And then you can see all of them highlighted with a green, encircled with a green. So next we're adding a 2x1 brick with the hollow knobs. Kind of looks like a speaker, a vertical speaker. So we're going to add that to the side. And at top we're going to add a 1x1 plate of this interesting greenish brownish color, like so. And at top we add its bigger sibling, the 1x2 plate of the same greenish brownish color. And we keep on adding some height, continuing with the OG brick, the 1x2 with the central pinhole on the side. And on top we add one more of our 1x2 greenish brownish plate. Perfect. Next up we have 2 pins, I believe they're called. I used to call them mini lightsabers, which I might keep on doing, but based on the official LEGO vocabulary slash jargon, they're called pins, black pins this time around. So we're gonna pierce through our structure with those 2 times. Let's see if I'm able to do the same. It's gonna be a tight fit, that's for sure. And then we're gonna add this vertical Lego technique looking brick. It's let me count. It's a 12x1 brick with the oval shape and with 12 pinholes therein and no knobs attached. So we're going to attach that to our pins right there. That's a classic Lego technique. You know, the pins going through the holes, the pinholes. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find the proper holes and the proper fit. So one's in, and then both are in. Perfect. And we're going to add that. We come back to our house. I'm going to angle things up to make sure that it's the correct orientation. And we're going to add that right there. Look. Let me confirm, and indeed. Oops. Okay. At the same time, I'm going to make sure that I don't remove things on the other side. So, trying to be gentle. Okay. So that's been added. Perfect. So putting that aside once again. Next up we're going to build something quite similar, but the opposite orientation, that's correct. So we're going to start with the same bricks, the 2x1 with the central pinhole, and this time around we're going to add our 1x1 to the right hand side. We're going to stack upon that another 1x1, like so, and to the left we add our 2x1 with the speaker grills kind of pointing to the left, and we cap it off, we top it off with the greenish brownish, oops, no, 1x1 plate, like so. At the top we add its bigger sibling once again, the 2x1 brownish greenish plate. We add one more of the base brick, the 2x1, of the cappuccino / light brown color. At the top we add once more the 2x1 with the greenish brownish tint. Perfect. We pierce through the two holes with the two black pins or lightsabers one time and two times. And we have, once again, the 16x1 LEGO Technique brick with 16 pinholes and with the oval rounded off shape. And as you can see in the booklet, we have a 1:1 aspect ratio example of said brick. So if you're not sure which one to place in there, that's a little help right there. And it's actually 13 holes, like it shows right here. So it's 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Interesting, an odd number. So we're going to pierce through the pins once, and then it's kind of a hard move to do once again. I'm trying to not be too harsh. Okay, let me go once again. So pins piercing through positions or holes 1 and 5. And we're going to add that once again, this time around, to the right side of our build, like so. Perfect. And I'm thinking that's going to be some sort of an elevator structure. That's going to be actually the Flue Network fireplace with the green bricks representing the green powder and some moving parts, hopefully. So super excited about that. Okay, well, let's give it some time. I'm gonna just grab a sip of cherry tea by Pickwick. Like so. And it's pasta time. We continue with these gorgeous green pastas and piercing through the first one with this cross-shaped pen, red in color. And we're going to join that to the second green pasta piece, fusilli I believe it's called. And look, now they're aligned up perfectly. Look at that. It's my first time coming across a pasta shape Lego brick. Super nice. Infinity scroll right there. And the texture, the touch is just so nice. Okay, going on. Continuing, we have a pin, 50% cross-shaped, 50% circular. And we're going to push that into the bottom of our facility. And we're going to add that structure to to our house. Between these two LEGO Technique bricks with 13 pinholes, and the pass is going to push right in the green circle. Let's see how it works. Trying to give you guys a good angle, as always. Oops. I'm also trying to make sure. Okay, now it's pushed in. You can see at the bottom the butter color pin with the 50% cross, 50% circular shape. That's peeking right there. Okay. So pasta has been added. And next we're gonna have a mini build. This looks like an oven, and sub builds or mini builds are represented this time around with a white background rectangular area. So we're gonna start with this 2x2 brick with the massive pinhole at the center. Wow. Looks like Voldemort has blasted through it with a curse. And we're going to add a top of the light gray circle. Like so. To the bottom, we're going to add, to the right, the classic 1x2 with the nice vibrant green color. And to the left, we're going to add this mini robot head, is the 1x2 with the two pins attached to the sides, two antenna attached, like so. And then we're going to add this letter L with the multiplicity of knobs. We have 4 hollow knobs on the sides. And we're going to attach that. Let me confirm the orientation. Like so. Perfect. We're going back to the OG build. Oh, look. And we're going to add that to our pasta. Let's see if it fits. And indeed it does. Wow, look. It goes up and down. And it's smooth like butter. Wow. The mini elevator. Okay. And gravitation pulls it down, looks like. So next we start building the walls of our Flue Network fireplace, I believe. Starting with the 1x2 cappuccino with the 8/infinity shape. At the top, we add the 3x2, I believe. Brick or 2.5x2. Quite unique if you ask me. 2 knobs at the top. And then smooth on the sides. And to the top we add the brick looking brick. I tend to call it. It's a 2x1 brick with brick representing stripes horizontal and vertical on the side. So that's going on the top. We're going to add that right there. Look. And I say it often, but it's so nice to come back to your OG build with incomplete parts, that you've built before, and you come back to it, and now you know what that knob was for, because you're adding some new elements that fit it perfectly. So it's sub-build time once again, and we start with the 2x1 of the infinity/H shape, cappuccino color, top right is a 1x1. Top left is a mini greenish brownish washing machine with the hollow knob representing the front loading hole of the washing machine. That's my perspective at least. And we're going to press through that washing machine a mini pan, a mini black pan, like so. And we're going to add the the flue powder holding structure container, let's call it. That should be it. And at top we add one more of the unique 2x3 bricks, I believe, or 2x2.5 bricks, like so. And we're going to add that to the right there, joining those two chocolatey brown knobs, like so. Perfect. And it's step 99, and it's time for black. Not serious black this time around. And it's some build time as well. So we're going to start with a 1x8 black plate. And at top we're going to add a 2x6, I believe, black tile. Tile meaning no knobs at top. And to the other end we're also going to add the 1x8 black plate. And we're going to cover it up with this 6x6 black tile, like so. Perfect. And we're going to add that to the back of the flue network fireplace, I believe, like right there, joining those four knobs. Oops. You have to watch out when adding, well, I have to watch out, because it's super easy to remove existing bricks. So I'm going to do it like so. And it looks fine in that position. Okay. Let me just grab a sip of tea once again. Cherry tea, Pickwick. Sub build time. 1x2, H shape / infinity shape. Chocolatey 1x4 atop. Classic brick. Underneath the right side of that 1x4, we have this unique unnamed shape brick. Looks like a weird shoe to me. So that comes to the right. And then a cappuccino 1x1 to the left. Perfect. To the top right we add a corner plate of the greenish 2x2 corner, greenish brownish tint. And next to that we add two of its little siblings, 1x1 plates of the same color. One time. And two times. And to the edge we add this L shape with two knobs attached, like so. And we keep gaining height to our fireplace flu network machine. We're going to add that mini build to the right, like so. Perfect. And we're going to do the same with the opposite orientation / angle, starting with the infinity shaped 1x2 light brown, chocolatey brown 1x4 atop, then unique weird shoe looking the other way outside this time around, but also to the right, and then to the left the 1x1. At the top we add our plates, starting with the corner portion, then the 1x1 plates of the same unique color, and to the corner we add our letter L with the two knobs, like so. We're going to join that to the left of our build, of our fireplace, gaining once again some symmetry. Oops. Like so. And I'm going to add back the window with the horn, like so. Perfect. We're going to close off our structure with this mini bridge / arch. At the top we add, it's 1x6 by size and it's a nice chocolatey color. And we add the 1x6 tile of the same chocolatey color at top. And then that's going to join the front of our firework, like so. And I'm always trying to give you guys a close angle of the clicks and the brick joinings and snappings, but I have to be careful because with this big of a structure, you add 2 elements and you accidentally remove 3 others on the other side. So I have to look out. Perfect. And as you can see, Molly Weasley is walking right at the bottom, and we are at around 46% of the first booklet. I've said it in episode 1 of the series. The burrow consists of roughly 24 subpacks. We are at subpack number 4, and those 24 subpacks are broken down into 3 booklets or instruction manuals, and we are at 46% of the first instruction manual. Okay, so continuing with step 103, we start with my beloved oval. I just love oval plates. I don't know why it is, but they're so nice to look at. The rounded off edges, the hollow knobs. And this time around it's a caramel / light brown color. At the top we add a 1x4 of the same color, as well as a 1x4 plate of the greenish brownish tint. To the left we have the letter L with 2 vertical knobs joining. And then for step 3, we kind of repeat the bottom. So we add a 1x3 oval. And we also add the letter L once again. And we stack up on those 2 more classic 1x4s. That's 1. And that is 2. And we're going to do that 2 times, like so. So those are going to come to the left and the right of our build. So let's start once again. Oval cappuccino plate, 1x4 brick. Oops. Letter L joining at the side, at the left side to be specific. Then 1x4 greenish brownish tint plate, and then repeat the base or the bottom. So oval first, and then letter L, and finally the 2. I say it often, but it's just so nice to sometimes come back and appreciate the recurring, the base, the frequent bricks. This classic 1x4, it's such a simple and often seen brick, but I still appreciate it. It gives a volume and mass to our build, and height as well, and width as well this time around. So we have 2 of these. We come back to our fireplace, and we're going to place those, look, on top of these 4 knobs. To the right first, and to the left. Perfect. And we're going to top things off with these unique frog heads. Kind of looks like it. But the base would be a 2x2, but it's angled, it's rounded off, and it's got a 1x2 oval atop. So we're going to add that brick 2 times. Once to the left, and then once to the right for step 104. Oh, and look. Now we're going to have our moving parts configured properly. So we start with a 1:1 aspect ratio, cross-shaped lightsaber displayed right there. Perfect. And we're going to pierce through this, what's the name? I forgot the name. With this cogwheel, I believe. And we're also going to add a top, this 2x4 light gray brick with 3 pinholes at the center. So that goes through right there. And then we continue with this black circle with the centralized hole, sorry. And to the top we add 1 more of the wheels, like so. Let me just confirm if it's set up properly. It looks like it, and we're going to add that mini sub-build to the top of our fireplace. We're going to join that through our fusilli/pasta. Like so. And then we're going to join the light gray brick, the 2x4 classic, to the 2 ovals at the top, like so. And with that, look at that. We have the flume machine operational. Conveniently transporting everyone from the burrow to their desired place, which is oftentimes Diagon Alley, or as Harry would say it, diagonally, thus ending him up at Nocturne Alley. So always make sure you pronounce your destination properly and clearly. Okay. So to the top we also add 2 of these chocolatey brown bridges / arcs. 1 time and 2 times. And then it's sub-build time once again. And sticker time as well, which is always a good time. So we start with this 6x6 tile with no knobs atop. We're going to flip it over, and to the left and to the right we add 2 of these 1x6 light brown / chocolatey brown bricks, and like so. And to the top we add sticker number 15, which is right there. Let's take a quick peek at it. So this displays a cat, a family photo, supposedly taken in Egypt in episode number 2, and then a tree, potentially the willow. Then we have a phoenix, the sorting hat, a unicorn, another hat, magical hat, then an owl, and then a magic cauldron. So we have a diversity of images on there. So I'm going to remove sticker 15, like so. I'm going to try to make sure to apply it properly, centrally, like so. Perfect. And we're going to add that painting to the front top of our fireplace, correct? Like so. And once again, I managed to remove the outer window because it's just held by a single knob currently. So it's quite easy to displace it. But look at that. We have the front of our fireplace, the Flue Network fireplace, with, once again, the moving part. Perfect. So for step 108, we start with the 4x4 chocolatey brown upside down once again. And to the top, we're going to attach this 1x6 2 times to the left and to the right, and in between we have the classic 2x4 light brown as well, and we flip our structure back and we add 4 1x2s of the black color. That is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we also add the 2x2 black brick with the massive pinhole at the center here, like so. So that's going to be, look, that's going to be the continuation of the moving structure of the Flue Network transportation machine. because we're going to be able to move it from this front and center. And it's going to be perpendicular to our current build. So, start with a classic and cute 2x2 light gray, joined by a white 1x2 brick with the central pinhole, 2 times actually. At the top we add one more of the 2x2s. And we're going to pierce that through with this medium gray cross-shaped pin. Oops, first we add, this light yellow mini sun with the cross-shaped hole. Pierce that through, push it in fully. We join the 2 parts, and then we add the mini circle with the cross-shaped hole to the other end. Joined by this black brick with the cross-shaped hole. Like so. And to the end we add this mini blue lightsaber. Like so. And at the end we add this unique wheel, which is going to be the moving structure, I believe. And we're going to add that. Let me confirm if something looks off. Oh yeah. So we add this build to our OG sub build. Pierce that through. And then join those. Perfect. And now we're gonna complete things with this wheel, I believe. Piercing that through, like so. And look. OG build. And once again, it's going to be a perfect snug fit. Let me give you guys a better angle. Perfect. Reapplying window. And look, Flu network transportation machine can now be operated from the center, from the front to be more accurate. Look at that. Actually, let's quickly add Harry to the thing. Try it. And indeed, it works like magic. Literally, this time around. Okay. So with that, pack number 4 is complete. Pack number 5 going in. Oh, and as usual, we have some extra bricks of the small size. We're going to put those aside once again. And it's time for pack number 5. Let me give you guys a quick peek at the contents. Free up some space. pack emptiness confirmed. And as usual, the smaller bricks are contained within a smaller pack, within pack 5. And this time around, it's a plastic pack. I'm gonna rip that open as well. Perfect. I'm gonna arrange things a bit, spread the bricks out a bit for better viewability for you guys. And we have some refreshing new colors. We have some navy green. We have the same recurring chocolatey brown. We have some nice reds, some refreshing flower greens, some transparents as well. So there's going to be a window in there or two. And we have some gold in there as well. Very nice. And I believe we're going to continue building the garden this time around. So with that, pack number 5, we're going to start with the navy green 6x6 rounded off plate. And to the corner we add this 2x2 plate with the centralized knob. And next to that, let's start with just 2 dots. So we add a white dot at the top, the unique greenish bluish tint dot. Next to those come 3 tiles. Tiles meaning no knobs attached atop. Starting with the 1x2. And then a quarter circle of the same color, as well as a 2x2, like so. And at the end we add the navy green 2x4 tile, no knobs as well. So to the left, we're going to join one more of those 6x6 rounded off plates, navy color. And it's mini sub-build time. We have a 4x1 with 3 pinholes. And to the 2 outer pinholes, we're going to attach 2 black pins, or mini lightsabers, I tend to call them, to the left and to the right. Perfect. As well as we keep on layering our build with the navy green 2x4 tile, another quarter circle tile of the greenish brownish tint. Oops, sorry about that. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Next to that, a white dot, as well as one more brownish greenish quarter circle right there. For step 120, we start gaining some height as well, starting with this trapezoid shaped brick, which would be a sloped 2x2, I believe. The official name is. I'm trying to up my LEGO vocab episode by episode. And this as well is a sloped 2x2. But with just one knob at the top, and it's the chocolatey brown color. And what's interesting is, I'm not sure if it's visible, but usually the surfaces and the sides of the bricks are quite smooth, but for these sloped ones, they are matte, and they have a bit of a texture to them. So that's a nice touch. That's a nice, literally a nice touch, and a nice change of things. And next to those sloped bricks, we're also going to add a circle with the centralized knob, of the brownish and greenish tint, as well as the cute and recurring ladybug. Look at that. It's just a red dot with a nice pattern, but it perfectly represents the ladybug, as well as the refreshingly green flower, plus on top of the white dot we're adding the greenish bluish tint dot as well. And it's flower time. It's flower time indeed, starting with this three-way green branch, and we're gonna add 3 white flowers atop. It's 2 flowers and 3 flowers, and we're gonna add that to the circle with the centralized knob right there. Push that in. We're also gonna add two additional navy green bricks. First, the diamond, I tend to call them. The diamond goes right there. Next to that, a 2x2 tile with the centralized knob. Perfect. And we are at roughly 55% of the first booklet. So we keep on adding dimension and detail to our build. And to the left, we're going to add this very nice deep green leaf, and atop a lighter, refreshingly green flower. And that's going to go on top of the diamond right there. And we're going to add 2 times these mini lamps. I'm not sure what they are, but both start with a white dot. And atop, we're going to place this circular, these are mushrooms, not lamps, Daniel. Okay. So these supposed mushrooms are next 2 times, and they come on top of the navy green 2x2s with the centralized knobs. Perfect. And look. That's going to join the OG build. Look, 3 pinholes right there, and then 2 pins right there, and that's gonna be going. Look, hopefully you guys have a proper angle. I'm trying to be gentle. And it's a perfect fit. Look at that. The bottom plates are perfectly aligned. And that's the front garden, I believe, where you step into the house. Look at that. Perfect. So, let me just grab a sip of Bio Ginger Shot from Lidl, which is 100% pure pressed juice, including apple, ginger, lemon, apple. Oh yeah, those 3. It's just a refreshing non-alcoholic beverage. It's got quite a bitter taste, but I enjoy it. And I'm also gonna sip some cherry tea by Pickwick. So we're gonna add some height and some walls to our build. The base will be this 1x2 plate, and then atop we add this 6 or 7 by 2 light brown brick, quite tall. It's not very often that you see bricks these tall. It's a nice change of things. Super nice and smooth sides on all 4 sides. And we're going to add those, and not the first, but the second position on these greenish brownish tint tiles to the left and to the right. Perfect. And it's sub-build time once again, highlighted as usual by the white rectangle. And we're going to build this 2 times. So we're going to start with the chocolatey brown 1x6s. I'm just going to do that on the booklet. No, actually, let me do that close to you guys. Joined by the 1x2 light brown / cappuccino. At the top we add the letter T with 2 knobs on the side looking upwards, so like so, and like so. We're adding one more of those light brown 1x2s. Perfect. And to the left we add the light brown 1x2 8/infinity brick, as well as the classic, the favorite 1x2 white. One time, and then 2 times, and also the 8 to the middle. And we're going to top things off with the chocolatey brown 1x6 plate tile, One time, and then 2 times. And we're going to add those, look, to the front, to the 2 front and center knobs right there, to the left and to the right, in front of these vertical bricks. Let me see the positioning. So that's the first one to the left. Oops. And then to the right. Perfectly symmetrical. It kind of looks like a chocolate bar with some white chocolate, some milk chocolate, and some dark chocolate as well. The forbidden chocolate within the Burrow LEGO Harry Potter build. Okay. And it's door time. Nice brown frame, chocolatey brown, forbidden door. And then we're going to add the mini window with the satisfying click, as well as the door frame. Let me just confirm the positioning. As well as the doorknob, the golden doorknob this time around. And that's going to come in between our vertical bricks / structures with a snug fit. Trying to give you guys a good angle. Right. there. Fully functional opening door of the burrow. Golden knob as well. Perfect. And we're going to fix things up with these two nice plates. A 2x8 chocolatey brown, and to the center a 2x4 dark gray. And that's going to go atop of the door and the bricks surrounding the door, like so. And to the left right here, we're going to add, let me just place the house to the left for better access for me. We're going to start with a 1x2 plate, chocolatey brown, and atop two of the infinity/8 1x2 light brown bricks. One time, two times, and first the little favorite 1x2 oval, like so, and atop the vertical 4x2 brick, nice white color, smooth sides. And that's gonna go right there to the left. Perfect. And it's time for more details on our entrance. Starting with this 6x1 brick. It's like a rod, but angular, very nice, very unique brick. Joined by the brown washing machine. And front and center we add the mini triangle. And we're gonna build that 2 times. So 6x1 brick, chocolatey brown, washing machine, chocolatey brown, and then mini triangle brick. And those will come to our entry space / front garden in front of the mini green flowers. To the right and to the left. And we're going to gain some structural integrity right there. We're going to fix things at the top, starting with these two really dark brown. It's not even chocolatey brown anymore. It's between the chocolatey brown and the black bricks right there. Look, those two colors, if you can see, those two, nice. I think it's the first time I've seen this dark brown of a brick. So it's a 3x3 corner plate, and to its top we're going to add a 1x2 dark gray with a hook. Next to that we're going to add 1x4 dark gray, and we're going to build the same for the opposite side. Corner brick, really dark brown, 1x2 dark gray, and then 1x4 dark gray. And those will join our build. Let me confirm the orientations. Yes. So, to the right and to the left. Perfect. And we keep adding some details and layers. So this 2x2 brown brick comes right here, evening out our surface on the left. To the right we add same chocolatey brown, a trapezoid brick. Right there. To the center we add this 1x2 gray with the centralized knob. And to the top here, top and center, we add first these 2 black dots to the right, to the left, and behind them this brownish greenish 2x6 plate. Like so. I'm just gonna put the house aside for a bit. Let me just grab a sip of ginger juice. And it's the last sub-build of pack number 5. Starting with a 6x6 greenish brownish tint, joined by the golden 1x2 with the attachment piece. At the top, wow. My first time seeing such a deep red within a LEGO set. 2x1, 1x2 with the centralized knob. It's a super nice deep red color too. And next to that, refreshing orange semicircle brick, let's call it that. At the top we add, and it's sticker time, we start with the same gold 1x2 with the attachment rod. At the top we add this greenish bluish tinted tile, no knobs. And we apply sticker number 34. Let's see if we can locate it. So it's going to be on the other sticker page, hopefully. 34, right there. GW, as in Ginny Weasley, I believe. And we're supposed to apply it upside down. Nice. Ginny Weasley. Property of Ginny Weasley. Whatever it's going to be. Sticker has been applied. Yes. And that's going to go right there. Look. And we're going to join that. And finally, we're going to gain some structural stability / integrity. You know, this part, this window has been falling out all the time. But we're going to add this brick, I believe, atop. Look. Perfect. And finally, fixing our window in place. Ginny Weasley, name abbreviation, monogram, I believe it's called in English as well. And with that, packs number 5 and 6 are done. Wow. We're gaining some mass, we're gaining some height, we're gaining some amazing detail. The Flu network machine is now fully operational. Look. With the 2 pasta pieces providing perfect movement patterns. We also have the Flu powder holding container. We have this nice painting / stickers with the kind of miscellaneous symbolism and images in there. It's a bit Weasley-like. It feels like home. It's very warm. It has some nice symbols and animals and family members on there. Once again, Flu network fireplace, fully functional. with the flute powder. And we have the front garden with some nice vegetation, with the nice opening door and the golden knob there too. Fully functional door, golden knob, sorry about the wobble. Look. And Ginny Weasley monogram, so this is gonna be her room probably, or something within her room. So that's going to be a kind of a cliffhanger for the next episode or episodes. And we finally stabilized our window as well. So front garden, front door, front porch has been completed, as well as the Flue Network moving fireplace with some nice paintings and images atop, with the Flue powder container attached. And again, we're gaining some mass here. And we've also built the Harry Potter minifigure. So I'm going to attach Harry, why not, to the front for him to chill there and protect our burrow from Death Eaters, potentially. And with that, we have completed packs 4 and 5 within the Burrow Harry Potter Lego set. Make sure you check out the first 2 episodes as well, and many more episodes to come. So in the next episode, we're going to continue with pack 6 and pack 7 as well. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I will catch you guys in the next video, which is going to be episode 4 of the Burrow Harry Potter series. And I wish you a very nice day. Goodbye.